I think the discourse around the Odyssey and the one is really interesting because I think it's a really difficult thing to update such an old story for modern audiences and to keep the tone and theme of the original story alive. If you look at Odysseus as a character, there's a real sort of split at the moment between people who are looking at him and saying that, they've changed his character. The original character in the original story wasn't kind of defined by his guilt in the same way as this character is. And some people saying that they've updated him for a modern audience to make him seem more heroic. Some people saying that they've kind of whitewashed him and taken certain things out of the story. And I think it's really interesting because the problem is that the idea of what we think of as heroism and what they would have thought of as heroism in ancient Greece have changed significantly. In ancient Greece, Odysseus is the less apologetic character in the original story. And that kind of arrogance is part of his character. That's part of what make him sort of heroic in the Greek understanding of the world, which is more focused on power than we are, and less apologetic about kind of doing things for the sake of power than we are. And modern audiences aren't as comfortable with that. And so, in order to make him still seem heroic today, you have to change things about his character. You have to amp up the guilt because, like, that's more of a thing now than it was then. And it's an interesting question to me about whether that is whitewashing his character or whether that is changing his character and preserving the sense of heroism in his character for a modern audience that sees heroism in a different way. It's interesting. It's fun. It's not the sort of job I would want to do.